America to me is about endless options for pancakes. So many different types of fluffy pancakes you can put your head on and sleep. America means finding your child OD'd in the bathroom, getting the Narcan out and reviving them so they live to rob you one more time.
What joke has offended people more than any other?
I have a bit about the Ukraine people don't like.
What do you say?
I described a scene where I say this guy Zelensky, I said, I don't like him because he's ripped, he's good looking, and he wants money. There's nothing worse than a good looking guy that doesn't know where to get any money. And I go, he pops up in the middle of the Grammy Awards when you're just trying to watch wet ass pussy with your children.
Yeah.
And I said, you called him into the room and you bring out your pregnant 12-year-old and she's twerking in the living room and your other kid comes out and they're nonverbal and they're just in the back kind of swaying. This guy from a country you've never heard of wants money. And I go, Vladimir Putin's maybe not a great guy, but so far he's asked me for $0.
I agree.
And some people did not like it.
He's saying Barbara Walters. The show was about her talking about getting anal, and I get that.
And that's interesting.
But now she's doing these interviews.
Please have your cigarette.
Okay.
You know what, Gold? Let's open the door.
I don't know. People are all cool about
It's fine.
everyone's smoking weed in like a studio, and
But
then
not a
someone's
fucking
like, "Can I have
cigarette?"
tobacco?" and everyone gets like this.
It's fine. It's fucking fine. I'm curious. Did you even go to like elementary school?
Even that
I did.
preface.
It was off and on. It was
Stop
in
it for
between
a second.
jobs mainly.
What was it?
Even that preface of like, do you mind if I smoke a cigarette?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's cool with weed, but whatever happened to cigarettes?
Whatever.
man?
Hey,
You know?
remember when you could smoke a cigarette in a studio?
It's like, no, you're
Like
you're
19
20 years old.
Yeah, what happened to smacking women in the face and smoking cigarettes? Why do I got to eat at this lunch counter with a black guy? Yeah, so I would meet people, but I wasn't like introducing anyone to my parents. And then I came out at 25 to my parents. Yeah,
Okay.
my mom was like, "Oh, I want grandchildren," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what you need." I'm like, back in the cage. And my dad, typical boomer, was like, "Just make sure you take time to golf, son," or something.
So he just dropped that in.
Yeah, as long as he just didn't have to work more hours, I don't think it bothered him. And now people are just upset for all kinds of reasons. It's weird. And you don't really hate gay people.
No, I don't hate it. I love you.
Yes,
I don't
you've
hate
been
anybody.
You've been very good to me. Loving me is like golfing with Candace Owens and going, "I love blacks."
I haven't cried. Like, my grandma died today.
Right.
That's true.
Really?
That's true. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I forgot
How old
about it. I
is
had to throw that grandma thing in there.
No.
It's pretty funny, though, right?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, this old woman died. My mom's mom. That was my last grandparent.
Did you like her?
But she was funny. My mom and her siblings were around my dying grandma, and she like took her like, and my aunt walked over and like grabbed her head and was like, "Oh, mom," and then my grandma was like, and scared her.
Yeah.
And then she jumped, and then they all started laughing, and my family was dying laughing.
Yeah.
While my grandma died. She
Right.
died with her kids around her laughing.
That's great.
What
That's
a great
the best
way.
way to go.
First, let's just establish that you believe Epstein was a pedophile. Some ground.
Who are you working for? Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Yes, I will take
Okay.
the controversial stance that I believe Epstein is a pedophile.
Okay.
You heard it here.
Okay.
Oh,
and
boy.
you think Ghislaine was his runner?
Yeah, I think that's pretty well established. I
Okay.
think Miss Maxwell was involved in some lurid and inappropriate activities. But as Trump would say, I wish her well. Because that's the way rich people talk. Rich people, every now and then rich people just become rich and they forget that they have a job.
Yeah.
He forgot he was the president.
Yeah.
He was at a golf tee on Mar-a-Lago in his mind, and he said what he would have said to some CEO.
Because you're an only child, right?
Yeah.
And so, did your parents get divorced at what age?
They got divorced 7th grade. They had a mediator. They couldn't afford lawyers. They got a mediator. It lasted for 2 years. They lived in the house to spite each other. And that's okay because I only turned out to be a closeted gay cocaine addict who enthusiastically supported the Iraq War. So thank God I wasn't affected. Thank God that was okay. Also, we will have a hotline number later for you if you have been sexually assaulted at the Ellen DeGeneres program, which everyone that has ever worked there has apparently been goosed in the dressing room. What is going on at Ellen? She's out there dancing, and in the back, it's a free-for-all.